In this video, we are going to discuss about while loop in C++ programming. While is a looping control statement. Looping control statements are mainly useful in order to execute a set of statements repeatedly. Looping control statements are mainly useful in order to overcome the problems with conditional control statements. If you take simple if else, else if ladder, nested if else or switch, it executes the body only once. So if you want to execute the body more than once, then we have to use looping control statements. Let us assume that we want to print the numbers from 1 to 50,000 like this. Without using looping control statements, let us assume that we want to print the numbers like this from 1 to 50,000. Then what we have to do is, we have to use this printf function. So printf 1, here we are displaying every number in the new line. So 1/n, 2/n, 3/n. So likewise we have to print up to 50,000 numbers. This is unnecessary wastage. Why? Because we have to print how many numbers? From 1 to 50,000. So we need more amount of time in order to print all those numbers. So it requires more space also. Why? Because we need to print 50,000 numbers. We can overcome this problem with the help of the looping control statements. If we use looping control statements, then we can display all these numbers with the help of only two statements. So that is the beauty of looping control statements. In this video, we are going to discuss about syntax, flowchart, explanation and an example program in order to demonstrate while loop in C++ programming. First, let us see about the syntax of the while loop. Syntax. So first, condition will be evaluated. So while of condition, if condition is true, then statement block will get executed, and after that statement X will get executed. Now let's see how the while loop will get executed. So while of condition. For conditions we use mainly relational operators and logical operators. Relational operators are greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, double is equal to, not equal to. Whereas logical operators are logical and, logical or, logical not. So first this condition will be checked. If condition is true, then the body of the while loop, this statement block will get executed, and after that once again control will be transferred to the condition. So once again condition will be checked. If condition is true, then body will be executed. Once again control will be transferred to the condition. If condition is true, then the body will get executed, and after that control will be transferred to the condition. So likewise the body, that is statement blocks, will get executed as long as the condition is true. Whenever the condition is false, then the control comes out from the while loop. So the statements following the while loop will get executed. So here we have statement X after the while loop. So this statement X will get executed. Here this while loop is also called as entry control loop. While loop can also be called as entry controlled loop, or we can also call it as pre-test loop. So why while loop is called as entry control loop? Entry control loop means here first we are checking the condition. If the condition is true, then only we are entering into the body. If the condition is false, then we won't enter into the body. Okay, so that's why this is called as entry control loop. So at the starting stage only we are checking the condition. At the entry only we are checking the condition. This is also called as, while loop is also called as pre-test loop. Pre means first, test means condition. So first condition will be evaluated. If it is true, then only the body gets executed. Otherwise the body won't get executed. Now here when the curly braces are compulsory, if the body contains only one statement, then curly braces are optional. So that means it is your choice. We can use or we can't use. There is no problem. Whereas if the body has more than one statement, then we have to place those statements in curly braces. So if the body contains more than one statement, then curly braces are compulsory. Now let us see the flow chart for the while loop. Flow chart for the while loop. This is the flow chart. So first we have to check the condition. For condition we are using the rhombus symbol. If condition is true, then statement block will get executed. If condition is true, then statement block will get executed. Let us assume that here the statement block means some calculations. We know that we places calculations within rectangle symbol. And after that what will happen after executing the statement block? Once again control will be transferred to the condition. Once again control will be transferred to the condition. So once again condition will be evaluated. If it is true, statement block will get executed. Once again control will be transferred to the condition. If it is true, then statement block will get executed. Once again control will be transferred to the condition. So likewise the body will get executed as long as condition is true. Whenever condition becomes false, F stands for false, then statement X will get executed. Let us assume that statement X is also some calculation. For calculations we use the rectangle symbol. Okay. Now let's see an example program in order to print the numbers from 1 to n. So here our target is we want to print the numbers from 1 to n. If n value is 5, then we have to display the numbers such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If n value is 10, then from 1 to 10. For that let us develop the program. So hash include iostream.h. Why? Because in this program we are using cout and cin objects. They are present in iostream.h. Next, int main function. If the program is successfully compiled and executed, main function returns a value called 0. So 0 means integer value. Next, let us declare n, int n. Now display some message. Cout less than enter n. Enter n. Now read n value. Cin greater than n. Now what is our target? We want to print the numbers from 1 to 5. So the initial value, we need to declare one more variable, that is I. So what is the initial value? The initial value is 1. So let us assign I to 1. Okay. So the initial value of I is 1. Next, while. So how long we have to print the numbers? From 1 to 5. So write the condition as I less than or equal to 5. Why? Because we have to print 5 also. If we use less than, then 5 won't get printed. Then if the condition is true, then display I value. Cout less than I. Next, after 1, we have to display 2. After 2, 3. So every time increment I++. Next, to close the while loop. Next, to close the main function. Let us check whether our logic is correct or not. I is equal to 1. While 1 is less than or equal to 5, condition is true. So 1 will be printed. I++. Now I will become 2. So once again control goes to the condition. 2 is less than or equal to 5. Condition is true. So cout less than I. 2 gets printed. I++. Now I becomes 3. So once again control goes to the condition. Likewise we will get the output from 1 to 5. So this is about while loop in C++. In the next video we will see about do while loop in C++.